I'm Ellie. Grew up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Bryce grew up in small town Nebraska.
We first met at a new student orientation event for PT school.
It was like it's known for like the last kind of hurrah before PT school begins at a very sketchy bar in Omaha. So
Candlelight.
Yeah, candlelight. Can't forget candlelight. Except you want to forget it after the next day. But thankfully, I didn't want to forget that. So.
And my friend Laura and I were sitting at a table, and I don't really remember how you came up.
Yeah, I don't remember how I came up either.
Laura goes, "Hey, you should give that guy your number." And which is weird because I never give people my numbers. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I asked you out for an ice cream date because I just thought it'd be casual.
Yep.
And that was kind of like our first date, I would say.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I was telling everyone that it's not a date. It's not a date. I was adamant I didn't want a boyfriend. And my mom was like, just go to ice cream. You'll get free ice cream out of it. He's not going to ask you to marry him. Just go. So I literally was like texting all my friends what I was wearing. Like, is this scream casual? Is this casual enough? Does this say I don't want a boyfriend? And then I had a glass of wine before, I remember, because I was so nervous.
About not a date.
Yeah, about not a date.
She kept talking about going to South Dakota, and I'm like, I think I'm taking the hint that she doesn't want a boyfriend or anything right now.
So we didn't really talk after that for a couple weeks.
And then our friend groups met up again. And we just kind of, we hung out a few times and then started talking more and then started dating.
Mm-hmm. From what I remember, I think I did notice him in the halls before I actually knew who he was. He always wore a hat. He did let his hair grow longer then, so he had like little curls sticking out of his hat. So I just thought I was like, oh, he's cute. He looks athletic.
I thought she was beautiful. Like, I always told her, like, the first time I actually saw her, like, I was actually going through like PT school interviews, and she was one of the people like meeting because she was already in PT school. And then at the ice cream date, like, I actually really enjoyed talking to her and found her easy to talk to, even if it was her talking about her wanting to go back to South Dakota. So we went to a country bar called Rednecks.
I just remember I was talking with one of Bryce's friend's cousins. I was like, why hasn't he kissed me? Like, we're dancing, we're two-stepping, we're slow dancing. Why hasn't he kissed me? He hasn't made the first move. I was like, not upset, but kind of like, what the hell is happening?
Then it was afterwards, she actually talked to one of the girls in our group. And that girl in our group came up to me and she's like, why haven't you kissed her yet? She wants you to kiss her. I was like, oh, okay.
So when we were sitting outside waiting for our Uber at the end of the night, he did actually finally kiss me. If I'm coming home and like had a bad day or someone was annoying me or something like that, he'll just try to make me see it from the other person's perspective versus empathizing with me. And then I get really upset because I'm like, oh, you're making me feel like a horrible person. Thanks. I feel worse now.
I've learned to get better about it. She leaves her phone everywhere. Like, she like forgets where she places it. Like, literally on our first like official date at like a nice restaurant, she left her phone at the restaurant.
I wouldn't call Cheddar's a nice restaurant, but okay.
It is when you're in PT school and you're not making any money. So
yes, I did leave it there. My favorite thing about you is how loyal you are and how good of a friend you are. You always put everyone else first, and you just really value all your friendships and you treat everyone very kindly. My favorite thing about him is how much of a positive person he is, even when it can annoy me. He does always push me to see the best in people and the best in myself, and he always believes that in everyone else. He's such a good, kind-hearted person deep down, and he's so loyal to his friends and to his family and everyone he knows. He's just a very stand-up guy, and it makes me want to be a better person.
She's very caring. Like, she wants to make others around her like have a good time, and she cares about like their feelings. You do. It's the truth. Just how caring she is. Like, she honestly cares a lot about her friends and her family, and making sure everyone, even at social events, is trying to have a good time. So she cares a lot.
I know technically the first time you said it to me first. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. It was not fair. There was more like a courage involved there.
We may or may not have been at a feeling good at an SDSU tailgate.
It was the first weekend I went up and visited your parents, right?
Oh, so it was Hobo Day.
It was Hobo Days, yeah.
So it's first weekend you met my parents.
Hobo Days is South Dakota State homecoming, like her alumnus.
So it's big deal.
Yeah.
He was super drunk, and then he just...
I wasn't super drunk.
Okay, you were feeling good. You were feeling good, and you just come up to me and you're like, I love you. I was like, did you just say that for the first time?
I don't. Was it that up front?
Or you said, I think I love you, or something like that.
I don't know. I thought I said something like in the terms of like, I want to do this so I didn't love you. And then like, you're like, what? I was like, what did I just say?
No, you said it legit.
Oh,
like,
well,
I love you.
Sure.
And then I kind of teased you for it a little bit because we had only known each other for like less than a month, I think.
It was more than a month.
Oh, a month or something.
I wouldn't put up there if it was less than a month. Oh, she's gonna kill me.
No, because he wouldn't be able to talk to his friends on Slack or watch sports. So in that aspect, no, he would definitely fare better physically than I would. That's for damn sure.
No, no, she could. I just don't think she could.
I'd probably have a mental breakdown in that first hour.
I just don't think she could. Pretty simple.
Loyal.
Loving.
I honestly don't know if there was an exact moment. I think it was just the fact that he was willing to drive me to Arizona after we'd been dating for 3 months, drive across the country with me and fly in an airplane back when he hated flying and hadn't been flying since he was a kid. I mean, the stuff he was willing to do for me and to show me that he loves me and how much he embraced my family, and it just really made me realize that this is someone I could grow a life with.
You know, I think it was kind of like a combination of everything. Like just kind of all, like our first ice cream date, like I was like, oh, like this girl's like really easy to talk to. Got the hint, but then even then, like afterwards, we kind of kept talking a little bit later on. I don't know if there was like a big aha moment, but it was just kind of a combination of just hanging out with her, getting to really know her. And then like absolutely like after we did long distance for like 2.5, 3 years, like we were able to survive that. I was like, yeah, this is definitely the deal for me. Oh. I'm going with a dog just because she likes dogs and they're caring and affectionate and loving.
Well, I was gonna say a dog, but I'd probably say like a Labrador Retriever or something, just because you like baseball and they play with balls and you're very loyal and very energetic and just very lovable.
That's fair.
So you guys are both dogs?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty boring, right?
That's like a match made in heaven.
It's like I can't
Right?
even think of other animals at that moment. So we were going to a breweries like before, and then we are gonna go to a Colorado Rockies game. We were just kind of walking, and I turned to her. I was like, "Hey, like, do you want to get a picture?" And I thought for sure that would be like, "Hey, this is a given. Like something weird is going on," because I never want to take pictures. And so we were taking pictures, and all of a sudden, I just dropped to a knee.
So my side of it, so we were going out brewery hopping, and I was, especially on the trip, I was like, it might happen. So I made sure my nails were done. We were having a good time, and then I just remember we went to one place. I was in the bathroom and I snapped my sister's friend who was with us, my cousin's fiance who was with us, and I was like, oh my God, I got my nails done for nothing. He's not gonna propose. This is so dumb. Thought he was gonna propose this weekend. He's not. Meanwhile, they all open it and they all know that it's gonna happen. And then when he wanted to take a picture, I was like, oh my God, this is great. He never wants to take a picture. This is perfect. He knows I like pictures, so maybe he finally is, learning. No. And then, yeah, even when the whole family had their phones out, still had no idea. No idea. I am looking forward to the planning finally being done and just to celebrate Bryce and I's love and what our future holds with all our friends and family.
So just getting to celebrate with all of our friends and family, watching her walk down the aisle. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cry, but that's okay. I know that's gonna happen.
5 years.
I thought she was gonna say 5 kids.
Did you just have a little heart attack?
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure the first season 5 kids. What? No, okay, 5 years.
I'd say we'll probably try and start to have a family.
Yeah, I'd say so. Probably like 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
If our life was to not change a lot, like all of our friends are great. Mm-hmm. Like it's probably just everyone continuing in like the friends and family growing aspect of it. As long as everyone's happy and good health, stuff like that. Like that's just kind of my long-term plan for us and everything. I don't need a whole lot of change, to tell you the truth. I'm pretty happy the way it is. So.
We don't do well with change.
No.
Bryce, I can't believe the day's finally come where we finally get to say I do. I am so excited to start our lives together. Well, me, you, and Kona. So cheers, and here's to both of us drinking plenty of water tonight.
Ellie, it looks like we've made it. I'm sure there's been a lot of stress and chaos, but in the end, I'm sure we're gonna have an amazing day. I love you very much. You're my person. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to watch you walk down the aisle and for us to celebrate this happy moment with all of our friends. I love you and the life we're gonna build together. Jensen, Amber, you're next. That's all I got. Oh, and drinks on Jensen.
That's so lame.
belong here. We belong.